Hey, we're gonna try to beat a boss today that has been absolutely trouncing me for a long time. But I put in like 11 hours of grinding to get a bunch of new skills and levels. I don't think I can get any stronger than I am right now. Not without an even more just metric ton of grinding.
What's the matter with Jude? It might be because of Mila. Mila? She's,
This is where the breach was before, right?
Did it vanish once the schism got dispersed?
You know, maybe it was never here at all. After all, Gillen
The
was living here in
mystery.
Olympias. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. The schism is still here. The dimensional breach never opened. So,
Olympias and Riza Maxia are still divided in this dimension. You're all making no sense to me.
that means Maxwell must still be around. Is that the spirit with the long hair?
Possibly.
If the other worlds are like this, then the sacred land should remain safe.
The sacred land? Wait, is that the land of Canaan?
Ah, okay. Oh, that's the wrong dial. What was that at? I think that was at like 60.
The scion of Kresnik, huh?
Let's
Must
turn down my
be
own
insisting
volume.
on crossing dimensions in search of the key.
So, what's your story?
I am the guardian of the land of Canaan. I am the great spirit Kronos. I'll hurl you into the abyss between dimensions, like I did with the new Maxwell, who sided with the humans.
Maxwell! What are you saying? Explain yourself!
Hey!
You don't need to know.
And I'll feed an answer out of you!
Dude. And this is my winning strategy. Just spamming this. Ah.
I've had an
And occasionally popping out an attack on him. Just all I'm doing is waiting on, oh shit. Is waiting for that timer in the bottom right hand corner to fill up. That's it. And just doing this over and over and over. This boss is crazy powerful. If I'm not blocking that spell he does, or I'm in this mode, he one-shots all of my people.
My limbs are as blades. My limbs are as blades.
There are other ways to do this, but none so reliable as this. And repeat. Like, I get a few thousand every fight, and he has 150,000 health. Ah, he broke it. No! Yep, like that. You see how much just one of the hits did? It did like 500 damage. It has several hits. Come on, come after me. Double haste? Okay. Ah, wrong block. Hey, Jude, give her some orange gel. All she got to do is keep healing. That's it. Zoom, 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 zoom. Hey, Jude. Item, Jude. More TP. It's okay, you can do other things. Okay, if we use the bonds, I can dodge that easily. But then again, if I move, I don't recharge my ulti. So, is it really worth it to move? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Come on, man. Is that all you got? I think I can actually hit him if he does this move. Oh. What was that? Zoom. And da-da-da. I have to post a guide to this. This is actually pretty easy compared to what the techniques I saw other people trying. It's like, do this and hit like 80 buttons and grind. I think with this strategy, you wouldn't even need to grind. Come on, man. Uh-oh. Come on. I have no idea what that does. Like, even blocking, it still takes like close to a quarter of my HP. And I only take 90% damage. So it overkills me by no small amount. And with this, you can just hold the joystick in one direction. You just zoom, zoom, zoom. Probably gonna remove the audio. Or no, I'll just put it on a different save, come back and record this later. We win. Oi. Yeah, I probably didn't even need to do 11 hours of grinding.
You have soiled me.
Ew.
He doesn't
Don't do
even
that
have
on
a
him.
Scratch.
None at all.
Julius?
The Seeker.
The watch. Give it to me.
Sure.
Booger! Time to ditch this party.
Don't forget Rosa!
Grab the fat cat.
Seems luck was on your side.
Wait, this is Riza Maxia.
Guess the breach must have opened again.
Where are the others?
Don't worry about Elle. Alvin was with her. I'm sure they landed somewhere around here.
Yeah, you're right.
Our buddy Alvin can be dependable when he wants to be.
Don't be so harsh, Tipo.
I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, I'm not worried. There's a village called Nia Kara at the bottom of this hill. Maybe we'll find out something about the others there.
Oh no. Oh no. It's an alternate universe to the things that we might have fixed in our universe.
But I've still got a long way to go.
After
Magical
all,
shield
it
expert,
makes us
yeah.
now.
Yeah, I would say magical shield expert is a proper distinction for what I had to do there. Wait. Oh, I need to keep a lookout for cats. Wait, I can actually see if an area is... How did I do that? Toggle information? Okay. Wait. Kitty's found. But then there's question marks on it. Maybe it just means I can't get them? No, because then it's like... What? Huh. Because one of them allows me to travel to Mia's shrine, so I would think there's a cat here. But I don't see one. Maybe inside the building. Oh, well, I probably... No, wait, this is the alternate universe. There is no cat to be found here. Okay. Remember, I need to keep the save one, so I can make a guide as to how to beat him. Because I couldn't find any besides, like, guides were like, hit 80 button combos and things. And it's like, that feels unnecessary. I'll do it my way. And that is much easier. You can climb, jump down, duck, or do all sorts of other things depending on the situation with X. But here's another handy tip. You can hold down X if you want to. It helps to seamlessly move from action to action. Okay. Hey, you. Give me some life bottles, please. Thank you. Oh, I also did that without food. So that fight could have actually been easier, too. New enemies. They are weak against earth and light. And guns, but, oh boy, our, Ow! Wait, wasn't she the one? Oh! I have my healer back. Wait, why did they lock me into the other ones as before? In fact, was I even locked? No! I wasn't locked to the characters. I could have had my healer the whole time. Oh. Oh no.
We got this.
What she said.
Follow rage. Nice. But does that do light damage though?
My will is my strength.
It's a good thing you've opened up another area. I was almost maxed out on all my skill point grinding. I'll check it in combat. Check it in combat. See, does that do light damage? Armor Crusher does. Interestingly, hammer damage. Falling Thunder does... Okay, hammer damage again. Whip Strike does... Hammer and sword damage. Wow, a lot of them just hammer damage. Energy Shackle does fire. I'll take this guy out. That's pretty cool, though.
Break them down. With my fists and your blades. Yes.
Yes! Okay. Feels pretty good to finally make some progress on this game.
I was hoping they'd have, like, flying trains and stuff.
Flying trains. Hey, hey, bird, come here. Da, 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 da. Nope, this one. Oh, that's not as good as I thought. Okay, back to Jude. As long as I don't have to use, that offensive spellcaster. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, I have everybody set to staying away, don't I? Strategies. Up to you. Prioritize healing. Prioritize healing. There you go. There.
I'll heal you.
Actually, I've grinded a lot. I bet I've gained a bunch of new abilities. Let's see here. Or not. I've not gained any on the daggers. Okay. Oh, that attack is super easy to miss. Ah. Is there one with... Oh, yeah, okay. Swallow Rage is the same one. Swallow Rage, Dual Conquest, Twin Lance, Swallow Rage, Twin Lance.
Hope you don't mind. Sharing is caring. Hope you don't mind.
Come on.
Sharing is caring. Hope you don't mind. Sharing is caring.
There. Jeez, those birds are kind of annoying. They're so small. Dark and light. Apparently what I'm on. He needs... Yeah, Earth will do, I guess. That'll also do for you. Auto metas. One affected. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll keep that. But let's switch out, Elise, because they never fixed her fucking dialogue for some reason. That's pretty wild. Swap member. Oh, they did lock you in. I can't get, Oh, no, wait, I can only do it in town. That's right. I keep forgetting they did that in this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I do it in Milo's Shrine? Nope. So they did lock you into a certain, group of characters again. I hate it when RPGs do that. Alexa, turn the dust to 10%. I see no caves. We'll go this way. No, got it. No cave over here either. I wonder if I can send the cats out here yet. Oh, well, they wouldn't be back yet, are they? Oh, I guess I never sent them out anywhere. Weakness to fire and light and hammer. Oh. Which one was that hammer throw? Oh, Hungry Hunter is light. That'll work. Oh, they beat me to it. Okay. They spin in the air. That's cute.
Now I have the strength to protect.
I'll keep getting better, bigger and...
Bigger and better.
won't hold back.
Doesn't this have armor break? Well, power than sending fly. Make. You can make it detonate immediately. Oh, can I? I can. That makes that easier. I thought that was a rather useless move because of it. Let's see what this does. Oh, it's still a big AoE. Beast Cry. Yeah?
We're
That's cool.
finally done. I am pooped.
Balance and Psych.
This is the result of.
I probably don't need all those guard abilities on now, so turn off all those. I don't need more max TP. Turn that on. Where is it? Avoid staggering for 8 seconds after a well-timed guard. Oh, that's pretty cool. Holding down the button will increase the duration of seconds. Where is it? Balance. There we go. Normal attacks with dual blades will knock enemies back, regardless of size. Oh, that's cool. E. Pierce. Normal attacks with dual pistols will pierce through enemies. Recover 1 TP combo. Okay, I kind of want all of that. Ooh, all guard. Oh, definitely. That's pretty cool. Okay, everybody on a good path. No, there wasn't anything down that way. Jump. No, if those birds are half as annoying as they were in, you know what? Let's go ahead and see. In the first game, these things were not even worth the time to kill. You're weak against them.
Behold my power!
It seems like they're not worth it either here.
Nothing can stop us.
Doesn't seem like it. That's about the same. Like in the first one, they're just really tanky and gave so little EXP that they weren't even worth killing. Like you see the butterflies and you would just run the other way. I know, because I grinded right here in the first one a lot. Because I was stuck. Oh. Interesting.
They don't look
They're weak against fire and dual blades.
normal.
And light.
What a pain!
Okay, take out all the small fries. Okay, take out the other small... Ow! Get eaten by that fireball he cast. Though I might be a little overpowered for these. Oh, more of them?
Chromatus, any time now. Wait, you can't transform? Lousy time to get stage fright. Hey, snap out of it.
It's Mila!
This place is very sacred to us, you know.
Oh,
Outsiders
they changed
aren't
voice
welcome.
actors.
Wait!
It's more nasally.
That was the version of Mila from this dimension, right? Let's push on to Neokara.
Yeah, okay.
But we've got a problem! Isn't Luger our ticket home to the Prime Dimension? If he can't transform anymore, then we're stuck.
Uh-oh. Good point. We stuck.
It can't be.
What can't be what? No, wait, this area was destroyed in the first game. I guess that's what they mean.
Leave the arts to me! I got the rest! I'll help
I won't lose!
Hitting a tree with a hammer. Oh, no, stay away, butterfly. These birds are annoying, too. I'll leave them to
We can
them.
do this! Yes!
I want to try the beast cry. Let's try it. Oh, that's not that move. Maybe this move? No. Maybe down? No. Which one did it then? Bestial cry. Okay, I must have accidentally hit up.
I won't lose! This is nothing.
Is it? Up here? No, nothing. Okay, where'd that butterfly go? It's over there. Go this way. Stay away, Mr. Butterfly. Nobody likes you. I'll take this one, guy. Ah!
Hey!
Dang it! Stop stunning me!
Hang in there.
Ah! It depends, I guess. If that's a map-wide thing, it might be worth doing. Dragon Deluge.
Let's break them down.
There we go.
My fists and your
A light
blades.
attack.
Yes.
And a water attack. Why is it doing 4 damage? Oh, I guess that's the healers. Just shooting him in the face.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Casting window. Okay. What do you want to learn next on there? Spirit. Soaring Blast. And... how long until you learn that one? You really need some wind. You have no wind. Let's get you some wind. Which one was it? This one? Yes. Steel Plus and Hidden... and Quickness. Ooh. How does this work? Increase the chance of successfully stealing items. Okay. Kitties of Ratand. Nope, that's butterflies. Stay away from the butterflies. Never worth engaging them.
Don't mess up my big scoop.
We can do this.
Yep, it's a map white thing. Nice.
All right, here you go. Hope you don't mind. Carrying is caring. Hope you don't mind.
I guess I should probably add one more to the death counter.
This is
Fighting
the
him the
result
first
of your
time
hard work. Heck
destroyed
yeah.
me. Monster Annihilator. Whoops. Did I do that? Oh. No, those are the butterflies. Oh, time to find out just how useless these are.
Mess up my big scoop. Alright, here you go.
I wonder if any of his abilities are linkable. Nope. What about on her? Nope. Oh, with nobody.
Great job, everyone.
Not as great as us, though.
Nope. Not worth engaging. They give less EXP, less everything, and take more damage, so nope. Nah. You should not engage the butterflies. Oh yes, running. I forgot about running. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. Now to near Kara.
We have to find them, you guys. They're probably all lonely and scared. Luger! Hey, you big dummy, don't make me worry like that.
Looks like everybody's okay.
DODA here. After analyzing the coordinate deviation of the fractured dimension, we've determined there's a high probability it contains a waymarker. If a waymarker is found, its retrieval will become your top priority.
We risked it all, but it seems things worked out.
What's a waymarker?
They're clues to Kanan's location, all hidden in deeply fractured dimensions. They're always fused with catalysts.
Leave the rest to me. I'm taking that pocket watch.
Really? That's the first thing you say to me?
Luger has been worried sick about you this entire time, Julius. He's public enemy number 1. He had to sign on with Spirius.
That true? I'm sorry. You leave Spirius to me, Luger, you understand? You don't have to worry about a thing.
But that allows us to transform. That's the only reason.
Daddy's watch.
Hand it over.
I told you it's my daddy's.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Luger's watch and Daddy's watch got mashed into a single one.
Is she the one?
No, 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 no. She's too young. Stop that. Not the one.
Taking your family trauma elsewhere. You humans are giving me a headache.
It's Mila!
Wait, do I know you? I'd remember such a motley crew. You hungry fat cat?
Everybody loves
I'll bet you're
cats.
always hungry. Come on.
Immediately diverting from the given task to feed a cat. Yes.
We should follow
Approved.
them, Luger. She might be the catalyst.
After you, big bro. I don't need a minder. Yeah, well, you're getting one all the same. You just tried to attack Al for crying out loud. So now you have the honor of my constant supervision. I feel so trusted.
Did they just try to attack him? It didn't seem like they were attacking. He was attacking. Nothing. Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in looking around for cats. But then again, I might not be able to return to this world once I, intentionally destroy it. Okay. And I rest at the end. Oh, there's a box here. Tofu. Mila Maxwell has fulfilled her duty and no longer wields her spirit powers. She saved the world and then the spirits, so our mission now is to see it to that she can live a life of ease. Okay. Heal up. I don't remember this one. Of course, that was a really long time ago, so Chickens. Pet the chickens. I don't... Oh, it did have a weapon shop. Let's see if there's anything new. There are new weapons. So let us purchase them. Oh, and she has a mace. Okay. Okay, that's everything for those guys. Any new accessories? Kinda. No. Armor? Can't get an iron guard. No. Spells are normally what does me in anyway. So no additional armor. Let's check this one house up on the north side, and then we'll progress. I have to find all the little secrets. There is no secrets. See what she feeds the cat. Where's Mila? Okay.
How come you're so late?
Hey, it's not our fault you're a speed demon, kiddo.
I'm not worried.
I'm sorry.
Fancy looking feast you have there, Rolo.
Mila made it for us. It's super tasty. Right? Mila's really into cooking, but she says no one in the village will eat her food. I wonder how come.
What do you people think you're doing in my home?
Hey! The soup wasn't gross at all. Thank you.
Well, you must be eating some pretty terrible stuff if you thought my cooking was good.
I eat great stuff. My daddy makes all my food for me, and he's a super duper good cook. He'll spend hours and hours making his special soup. He's the best cook ever. Yeah.
If it's that good, maybe I'll ask him for the recipe.
I can ask him for you. You know, 'cause you fed me and all.
I'd like that. Oh, welcome back.
Ew. You've been
Ew.
concocting that putrid human food again, haven't you?
I'm sorry, Muse. These people were hungry. I couldn't just...
Oh.
You know full well how much that smell bothers me.
What's going on with her eyes?
Forgive me, Muse.
What are you doing?
What in the world?
What's wrong?
Muse, what was that?
Quit your
Thanks.
stammering.
No, stop that!
Anyway, it's time for me to be going.
Making me uncomfortable.
Yes, Muse.
Mila.
You're done here, aren't you? You'd best leave before we return.
Was that the catalyst reacting to Luga, perhaps?
You mean to tell me Muse is the catalyst?
Yes, for a certainty.
If we kill Muse, this world will disappear.
I wonder where those two were going.
I bet the villagers would know.
Let's split up and ask them.
Please take care of Jude. I don't want him involved in this.
I understand. He is in good hands. Jude, Elise, why don't you join me?
Why? Oh, because they don't want to see them potentially killing Mila. Okay, I get it. It would be rather crushing.
Wow, look at all the animals. Hey, what are those?
Those are called rapigs.
The pigs.
Rapig. Iguana.
What?
Rapiguana. You're next, Jude.
Wait, what?
It's a word game? Build off of it, Jude.
Rapiguana? Napple?
Rapiguana apple. You're up, Leia.
Me? Oh,
Rapikignawana canoe?
Trap iguana apple.
What?
Alvin.
Oh, man. That's a hard one. Oh, mousetrap. Mousetrap iguana apple. L, go.
No.
I'm sure this is lost in translation.
Napple? Napple pie. Mousetrap iguana apple pie. Jude's turn.
We're still going? Llama. Llama's trap iguana apple pie.
La mouse? Really, Jude?
The eminent Dr. Jude pronounces llama as lamau.
Lamau. Lamau.
I'm sorry. I panicked.
Okay, new one for llama. Loser starts, Jude. Go.
That's interesting. I sent him to new. I still can't send him to a new place.
Bye-bye. Mila's cooking was pretty good, huh?
Where are we going now? Get information from the villagers. Okay. Other than us, no one knows the truth about why Exodus was destroyed and the world was saved. In fact, we tried to explain, but no one would believe us. Just leave everything here to me. I shall handle it to the best of my abilities. Wait a second. What's my party? Why do I only have 3 party members? Oh, don't make me fight her with only 3 people. I understand if you're not feeling so well right now, dude. I can tell you must have been very concerned about Mila. Looks like Mila has completely wiped out Exodus in this dimension. But in any case, we've got to find those 2. To be frank, I wish Lord Maxwell wouldn't engage in worldly affairs such as cooking. She should remain pure. I wish she'd consider her believers' feelings. Lord Maxwell and Muse used to smile, but no longer. Before, they used to be so much more. No, forget I said anything.
I wonder why Mila and her sister don't get along. Aren't siblings supposed to be close?
Every night, Lord Muse's escorts Lord Maxwell to the Nia Kara Hollow Mount. Lord Mila doesn't seem to know what Lord Muse is doing, but I'm sure there must be some very important reason. So don't even think about interfering.
Catch that? Sounds like Big Sis is up to something she...
So I guess
Oops.
Muse's headed to the Hollow
Okay.
Mount?
Sounds like it. Good for us.
Okay, Otto just decided to cut out. That's fine, that's fine. We're just like doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Okay. Can I just fast travel there? Yes, I can. Boy.
There's Mila!
I thought I told you to leave.
Oh shoot! I forgot to tell the paper I was going undercover.
Mila!
What are you doing?
She's holding a Spyrex. It's our mission to destroy Spyrex technology, along with anybody who uses it.
We've really riled her up. So now what?
Shit. Now that these are good solutions, can't we just talk? I guess lying is talking. We'll try that.
Luger, don't! I'm the smooth talker. Leave it to me.
You'd lie to a friend?
Don't forget, she's going to disappear soon anyway. Hey, listen to me. There's something wrong with your sister. You know that, don't you?
With Muse? That's preposterous.
Dude, she seems different, right? Don't insult her.
Yes, but that's my fault. She lost her sight because of me.
Oh. Okay, that one she wouldn't know.
My sister's a great spirit. Nothing can control her.
You sure? Ever noticed Muse talking to herself as though somebody else is right there with her? Almost like she was possessed?
How'd you know that?
And you saw it too, right? That thing glowing in her body? There's no way you could have missed it.
What was that?
That's a divergence catalyst. It possesses people and warps reality.
It's a bad thing, and we have to get rid of it.
An object that warps reality. It's just like a Spyrex.
The two of you used to be inseparable, weren't you? Is she really the type of person who would smack her own sister like that?
Never. Muse was always so kind. She lost her sight, trying to protect me. The sister I remember was a different person.
Good thing Luger here has the power to smoke out catalysts and destroy them.
Is that the power of the spirits? If this catalyst is destroyed, will Muse go back to normal? Maybe once she's better, Muse will finally compliment me on my cooking. All right. I'll help you until the catalyst is destroyed. My sister relies on sound and smell to get around. Eliminate those, and she's dead in the water.
You sure about this?
Sound and smell.
Come,
You smelling
she
us?
should be at the top of the Nia Kara Holomont.
Can you do this?
Stop giving the kids so much grief, Julius. Sometimes you need to get your hands dirty.
Don't I know it? That's what worries me.
I'm sorry, but Luger's whole silence and stammering thing just seems like bad writing, and they gave up on trying to create the character as it was holding back the rest of the game. I don't know what they were thinking. Well, is not currently equipped with an extractor because of the aluminum ore does not exist in this world. Be sure to set her extractor so she can learn arts and skills like the rest of your party. Do I take the Mila from this universe into the other universe? How is that going to work? What should I put on her? I'll put this one on her. How about her equipment? Nope, that's not equipment. This is equipment. Ah, they gave her to me at higher levels too. I mean, she's not gonna have as many arts, I'm sure. Or any arts. Oh, no, wait, my bad. That meant skills. Okay, let's see. Vitality. Or charge 2. Attacking airborne enemies, reduce jumping time, attack. Beat an enemy, we'll go ahead and do that one. Level restore. Changing into spirit shift from an art will not consume TP. Avoiding staggering while changing into an art. Okay. What else? Attacking an airborne enemy will make them stagger. We'll do that. And that's everything. Oh, wait. I haven't messed with Alvin in a little while. Yeah, he's got 21 points. Okay. All guard. Critical. Oh. Or not. Dang, all guard takes 20 points. Let's maybe not. Ah, I'm 1 point short. Turn that one off and turn on distortion.
The path to the Holomont is through the shrine.
Dang. Oh. Okay. Dung coat. Oh, they got a bunch of stuff here, huh? Food. Blessed blade. Seems unusual that you give me a character and then immediately give me stuff for her. Like, why not just give it me her when stuff is already equipped? Let's do one below it. Okay. Oh, didn't go to the door, just took the blanket off. Okay.
So, it sure is great to be working with you, Mila.
There's nothing great about it. I'll cooperate, but that doesn't make us friends.
Old isn't direct as the meal in our universe. Okay, these are still weak against fire. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm already linked with her. Any... Nope. No linkable attacks. Healer. You are not healing, and she is dead. Ow. Almost 200 damage from those attacks, and they were resistant.
This battle would make a great article.
Just got my healer back, and now they're gone. Oh, let's see. Kitties are back. Let's see if I can send them to it. Send them to a new area yet. Nope, not yet.
I hope
The path here is steep, so be careful. Especially you two.
Okay. Be careful, Rolo.
Oh, you're talking to the cat. Against Earth and Sword, but... Oh, what the... Ah! Ow! Actually, I should probably take out the tree first. In fact, transform. Oop. Surprised I remembered that. Ooh, 4,000 monies. Oh, you can't go backwards. What was that on the wall? Oh, just copper. Another one. Shoot, what was that? That was Mambo Curry. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and eat that Mambo Curry. No? Open it. There we go. How much money do I have? 40. After I beat this one, I'm gonna have to probably grind a bunch to, unlock stuff. The next chapter again. Let's check out this path first. You weird horse thingies. Okay, we got 4 C's. Ah!
This is a job for 2. Here we go. Armor crusher! Armor crusher!
Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I'll take it to Horsey. Oh, I'm not even paired with anybody. Really helps if I do. Huh? Feels good to have Mila back on the team.
Super easy.
Easy.
Kinda.
Copying me.
Maybe.
If you choose Mila as a partner, when you're battling a surrounded foe together, she has a chance to bind the foe. Mila can more easily bind speed-type foes and will always bind a stunned foe. Ah, nice. Mind you, it's a little easier to chain people in this one.
Mila's sister is horrible. She's scary, and she's so mean to Mila.
Well, the Prime Dimension Muse is a bit different from the one here.
I can't believe Fractured Muse is somehow even worse than Prime Muse.
Fractured? Prime?
Enough already. What do any of you know about my sister?
Oh, I didn't... I'm sorry.
In this dimension, it's Mila who seems to be dependent on Muse.
How can you like her after what she said about your cooking?
Yeah, her cooking.
If I said something like that, my daddy would get really angry, and I bet he wouldn't like me anymore. So I'd never say something like that.
It's more complicated than that.
Even though you're siblings?
It's complicated because we're siblings.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's complicated because we're siblings. Is that how I sound?
Oh, reaching into his character now, are we? Nope, nope. Avoid the butterflies. They're never worth killing. Now there's 2 of them.
Let's be sure to keep this up.
Hit the butterflies. Hard to hit. They don't get any XP. Anything over here? Kinda? So overleveled, I don't think I need any of that now. Mind you, I'm still on the hardest difficulty, so everything still takes just a pounding. Ah, what is that? A harpy? Yep. Weak against guns and lights. Stop blocking!
Now we're getting it.
Yep. So Xillia.
This is the result of my hard work. Heck yeah!
Oh, that's a burp. Ugh. Okay, time to check all the little caves again. Garnet. Ooh, that's gonna be important, I'm sure. I don't think that's the way. That's backwards. Where do I go now? Oh, right here.
We're almost to the summit.
Muse.
Da 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 da. Ow.
Try using light. Nowhere to run.
Horses aren't very strong though.
Here we go.
Yep, the just guns pointless. I don't understand why they made them so weak. Ow. Stop that.
Hey, you did it! I guess you're not too bad.
Hit and run beginner. Okay. Oh, right at the peak. More energy. Oh, there's music.
Over there.
Please, I've carried out my mission beyond your expectations. May I finally return to the spirit realm now?
Every night, my sister mutters things like this to herself.
Is she talking to your daddy?
I don't know. She refuses to tell me. Listen, I'll distract her, but it won't work for long. Hey!
What did I say about wandering beyond the shrine?
But I was worried about you. What are you doing here, Muse?
None of your business.
Why would you say that to me? You used to tell me everything!
I have nothing more to say to you, Mila. Now go home.
Tell me why. Tell me the reason you've been acting like this! What? Luger, now!
Let's hope this fight is easier than it was in the first game. Cause boom.
Mila, you made your sister very angry.
And yeah, I think Kronos is actually harder. Oh.
What they told me was true! You monster!
How dare you call me that, human?
Ow!
Look out!
Well, that's a really slow attack. And the dual fight.
What happened to Mila's sister?
No. Muse!
Okay, she is weak against light. Oh! Okay, that's a different attack. Come here. Doesn't do very much damage. Ah! Didn't dodge it. Alvin, are you still, like, just hanging back there, huh? Yep, protect yourself. Okay, up to you. How did that petrify me? I was so far away and I'm petrified. Oh boy, everybody was hit by that. I don't think she can keep up with the healing.
Really?
Ah, now she's out of TP. Should have probably used items before starting this fight. It's definitely, you know... Ah! Aw. That attacks AoE field is very misleading. Oh, she still has that hair tentacle thing going on, huh?
I'll tear you apart. And into the dark abyss. Very well. Forces of nature flow through the heavens.
You owe me.
Does anybody have any linked... Well, you probably have some linked gun arts. Dang it, that's not... Back to Mila. Actually, I should probably have Album. He has that blocking thing.
Don't you back out on me.
Oh, that missed. Okay, who is using items? Probably Mila. Auto items. Do not use. Effect.
Here for you.
Ah! Not the mine. Ow. Dodge! Ah.
I'll tear you apart.
Dang.
Etch your name into fate.
Wrong button. Keep hitting her.
This'll hold them.
Gales of the mighty carve through the wicked.
Here we go. Nowhere.
Not good.
Wow.
I'll tear you apart. Forces of nature pierce through the heavens.
Gotcha.
Mila?
I'll be fine.
Woo. Good fight. When you have the arts to your item, the number of arts you can set to your characters increase. By using L1 in conjunction with the left and O button, you can set twice as many arts, which is a function I never used in the first game and probably will not use in this game either.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I just cannot remember all those combos. I can remember like 4, maybe 5. But no.
Stay down. You're hurt.
I don't need your pity, you putrid, pathetic, pitiful human. Just die.
Oh no.
Die!
Save Mila. Save Mila.
Don't you dare interfere!
Oh.
You made me do this.
It's a rather dark
No
part.
human can harm me.
I'm not any human. I'm your sister.
Don't touch it.
You say.
Man, why you gonna make me cry?
We're back.
So, the fractured dimension is kaput?
Is that the waymarker to Canaan?
Yeah.
What just happened?
What the hell's that Mila doing in our dimension?
I knew it.
What happened to Muse? Someone tell me what's going on already.
I don't know how to tell her. I destroyed your world. Oh no. Oh. I don't know how to tell her. Alan, cover me. Go on.
Your world has been destroyed.
Very funny. Seriously, what happened?
I'm sorry. The people you know, the cities, even the land itself, they're gone.
Then where the hell are we right now?
A dimension different from your own.
And my sister?
She's gone.
You don't joke about something like that!
Don't. It's a Spyrex.
Luger, are you okay? I guess you destroyed the catalyst, right?
So you all made it back, too?
Yeah, we're fine. Elise and Rowan are with me.
Mission accomplished, guys. Let's regroup.
Yeah.
Come on.
What? What just happened?
Mila?
I was about to say what? Oh! Okay, it's a kitty. Wow, that kitty has really deep meow. It's like, no, it's really fucking deep. Spartan the cat. Okay, so now I'll be able to dispatch
Aw,
them
too bad.
to, where is that? Wait, I can't yet. Okay, I guess I can't. Not just yet.
Bye-bye!
Dave and I am going to take a bathroom break. Alrighty. I will be right back. While I'm away, we can go ahead and bump the ad that is going to play here shortly. Go ahead and get rid of that, so it doesn't interrupt anything. Be right back. Alrighty, the fur has returned. Oh, we only have 3 party members? Oh, I guess Mila doesn't feel like fighting? Come here, you.
Let's do our thing.
All right, it's time to see ya later.
Awesome.
I bet.
Loot liker. Loot liker, okay.
Try striking it.
Mind collapse!
Oh, I'm not linked with anyone. Let's continue to link with her.
The strongest salesman in the world. Comes off too strong.
Can I just teleport there now? No, I can't. Not yet. Have to go there in this world. But I also have to keep an eye out for the cots. Oh! We are both behind one another. Done. Oh, I got 40? Where did I get 40 skill points? Dang. Go ahead and turn those on. The dual bladist. Crusher. Fence arts. Holding down the button will increase the duration of Sanctuary. No, I didn't like Sanctuary anyway. I don't like knockback. I don't want that. That'd be annoying. Would dual pistols have increased range? Maybe. Pierce targets, long range. Okay, both maybe guns are worth it now, yeah? Turn on Earth Guard. Fire Guard. Agility, strength. Maybe we get more skill points whenever we complete a story segment. I'm not sure. No, he didn't get any. So maybe not. Gotta check all these little tunnels for cats. All over again. Oh, yeah.
Don't mess up my big scoop.
Oh, and he also weak against light, so I don't even have to use the weaker fire version, come to think of it.
Not as good
as my mom, but take that!
Okay, I already know what she's on. He is on Earth and Water, which he already has a lot of. So let's try to get on Fire and Wind. Fire and Wind. Ah, that's what she's on. Okay, well, we're on Fire and Light.
This looks easy. Sorry, fellas. Never back down. Pretty good, Leia. Piece of cake.
No cots.
Don't mess up my big scoop!
Ah, I hate these things.
Thanks again.
Poison Ivy. Where are the cats? You are not the cat? And the music died again. That's the only problem with the emulation of this so far I've encountered, is the music keeps cutting out. Very minor. And I guess I have had one crash, but, you know, almost
Hey, nice
13
fight.
hours on an emulator and one crash, that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Come and get it. For Luger, not me.
Ow. Okay, I need a bit sit better. I'm in gremlin mode. Lock my chair in so I don't lean back in it. Not good for the mic either, I imagine. Nah, better place.
This looks easy. Sorry, fellas.
Pop.
Aw, too bad.
We're running out of places for the cot to be. If it is another one here at all. I don't see one. Okay.
What do you think, Rolo?
Near Care Hollow Mount. Okay, I did. They're just not in order. That's kind of annoying.
I hope you find
There.
something good.
Get some from there. Oh, I already hear a cat. Where is it? Right here. The red, got a red collar. Cut. I caught Shorty. What's up, Shorty? Check. Holy ash. Ash gathered from Mila's shrine. The youths joke that she is roasting marshmallows, and that is where the ash comes from. Who are the youth? Starfire Plus. The growth rate for fire has improved. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that was a thing. Anybody actually on fire or need fire? She kind of needs fire. Let's see, barrier, I want to actually TC consumption down, that'd be good. Health jog. HP will recover gradually during a free run. Let's see what she gets for fire, though. Overextension, health jog, and sharpness. I'll keep her where she's at. She needs that, other stuff more than she needs the fire. No, because Mila's Shrine was one of the places I could... Oh, well, I guess that cat came from Mila's Shrine, and the other cat came from the Hollow Mound. Okay. Okay. Item shop. Buy all the items I used up. Okay. What is that?
You want to play rough, huh?
That got me pumped.
Actually, I should probably, just run straight through it so I can get my party members, huh? I don't think I can travel there yet. No, I already know I can't. I already tried that. Stay away, Tway. Da-da-da. Again, I can run. Ah! Right into a... Oh, I guess it counts as a surprise attack. These are weak against light. Here, go. Light. Oh, that missed.
I hope that was served up to your liking.
Encounters while dashing. While pressing R2 on the map screen, you will be able to perform a dash that is faster than running. However, if you encounter an enemy while in this state, you will encounter a back attack encounter. Okay. I just experienced that.
Thank goodness.
Ah, there goes the music.
Prime dimension as a sign of your victory.
How in the world? Unbelievable.
Don't be too hard on Luger.
Hello, Ben. Hi.
To take out
Yes,
music.
Mila,
That's all there was to it.
If you don't want spoilers, you might not want to watch, but, yeah, Amila's back. Hey, that's mine.
What's the meaning of this?
Just admit it, Luger. You don't have the stomach for this job.
Very interesting. So that's how you made your new friend there. What a fascinating tale.
You!
They were waiting for us.
Mr. Riddell, what are you doing here?
An odd question for your new Department of Dimensional Affairs Director. Well done, former Director Kresnik. Recovering the Waymarker must have been quite an ordeal.
No more so than speaking with you.
Lady Mila. Don't get yourself all worked up. She's not your Mila, you know.
Damn it, she's
Watch
still
your
Mila.
mouth. I know that's not really her. Welcome to the real world, kid. Ah, Julius. You remember what it's like to crush the dreams of the young and foolish, don't you? Drop it. For example, the time you rigged poor Luger's entrance exam so that he couldn't possibly pass.
That's not...
Heed me, Luger. As director, I have new orders for you. Defeat Julius, recover the Waymarker, and give it to me.
Bada, bada,
Please.
bada,
You have to
bada.
trust me.
I'm assuming this is the divergence in the storyline. I trust you.
Oh, brother. Literally. Are you kidding me? Isn't one rogue Kresnik annoying enough? Fine. The employee handbook is quite clear about punishment for insubordination. We'll help.
I know.
No way. This is their fight.
Spinny kickflip dude. Oh, okay. Interesting. He's weak against light and darkness.
Let me show you how the world works.
You're one to talk.
Set the pot to the kettle.
Wait, don't I have a dark? You should only be healing, young ladies. What are you doing? Action. Retort. Only heal. You too. Only heal. Alwyn and Luger got this. Ooh. Jeez, he's doing a pretty good job of it.
Don't you back out on me.
This still just seems to be the best course attack to do. Just over and zooming.
Hey, come on, really?
Ah. Let me move!
Don't you back out on me. And boom! I'm here for you.
Definitely not as hard as Kronos. Mind you, Kronos didn't stop me for so long, forcing me to grind, he probably would be hard. Ah!
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
That is actually really helpful, is him, blocking whenever I'm, stunned. I like his suit, though. Ah.
I'm here for you.
Almost got him. Dang, I'm always a second late with my block. Ah, right in midair. Oh, you got me. Almost made it through without getting dropped once. Ow. Oh, yeah? This is the end.
This has to be a joke.
So, are all higher-ups like this? I sure hope not.
Just a few.
It must be hard being a grown-up.
Interesting they don't have little dialogues for them. I guess not to break the mood, huh?
Your brother's no doubt about it. Look at the way you both vex me.
Stop it, Rideau!
Are you his brother or his mommy? Luger! Last chance, Agent. Retrieve the waymarker and return to headquarters now. Smart move. You get to live.
I'm so sorry.
Luger.
You're coming with us.
Oh, they just cut straight to it, yeah?
So we're in Olympias? In a different dimension? You have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it would be rather hard to believe, yeah? Okay, they healed me.
Mr. Bakor has been expecting you.
Hey! Say, have you heard anything from Julius?
Nova, I've told you that's classified.
I'm off the clock. Just a question between friends.
Gonna guess Nova is my brother's love interest, or you know, maybe she loves him. One of them. Knowing Julius, he's fine.
Of course, you're right. He's your big brother after all. More than that, he practically raised you.
All the grunting.
You going to be okay?
Well, let's just go straight to floor 40. I don't know where they want you to go here.
This guy is okay?
Oh, can I dispatch my cats?
Nice one.
Yep.
I hope you find something good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Excellent work, Luger. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. You must be proud of your talented brother.
That's enough. Don't go praising him for this.
You got that right. Doing a good job meant destroying my world.
They told me about you. What was your name again?
Mila, the former Maxwell.
You're serious?
Pretty skeptical for a destroyer of worlds.
Not because we want to. We do it to protect the Prime Dimension. Also, we do it to reach the land of Canaan.
Canaan, the throne of the great spirit of the void, Origin, guarded by Kronos.
You were serious about the Maxwell thing. I can see that now.
Just something I heard from my sister.
Then your sister is a very well-informed woman. Legend has it, Origin will grant the wish of the first human who comes before him to plead their case.
Beasley!
That was the pact made eons ago between humanity and spirits. The three primordial spirits.
The three were Maxwell, Kronos, and the great spirit of the void, Origin.
The pact came to be known as Origin's Trial.
Present yourself to the spirit of the void, and any wish may be granted.
Sounds like a fairy tale to me.
More so than rifts to other dimensions and hereditary powers?
Why did they agree to such a pact?
To test us. To test our strength, our will, our ambition. Or so some believe. Perhaps they just find enjoyment in watching humanity struggle and suffer.
The great spirits wouldn't do that.
No, they bear no love for us.
She was an essential cog in my machine.
You may be right. The scions of Kresnik have waged war amongst themselves for centuries, each one hoping to reach Canaan first. At times, father against son.
And occasionally, brother against brother.
Somebody get to the point already!
Ditto that, guys. I mean, we have the Waymarker after all. Let's just hightail it to Canaan.
Would that it were that simple, but alas, it's not.
A single Waymarker won't get you to the land of Canaan. You'll need 5 in all. This is but the first. Maxwell's Temporal Blade.
How convenient for a video game plot.
Longdow's Dust, the Seafall Phantom's Eye, the Arc Sentinel's Heart, and... the final one is still a mystery.
Unfortunately, all of these items have fallen through the proverbial cracks in the Prime Dimension.
So we find them in the fractured ones, is that it?
Precisely. If a Waymarker exists in a fractured dimension, it would have to be the entity that differs the most from its original nature in this one.
In other words, the Waymarkers will always be divergence catalysts. And bringing the lost waymarkers back into the Prime Dimension is the real mission of the agents.
Not everyone is suited for a mission of this nature. An agent must have a very specific power to carry matter from a fractured dimension into the Prime one.
Here at Spirius, we have a title for those who possess that ability. They are the Keys of Kruznik.
And by they, we mean you, Luger.
You need to acknowledge your brother. Wait, isn't that Ellie's power?
Quiet.
So why is Spirius trying to get to Canaan? What's your wish?
We will ask the Great Spirit Origin to nullify the existence of the fractured dimensions. Their numbers increase. We are no longer able to deal with them one by one.
Someone's hungry.
I can't help if my tummy's rumbly.
I'll arrange for refreshments.
Why don't you just have Luger whip us up something?
Huh? Are you suggesting that Luger's a good cook?
I guess he's okay. Mila too.
Well, someone had better feed this scrappy little thing before she passes out from hunger. Luger, I have no doubt you will reach the land of Canaan.
Makes you think I want to go.
Don't talk to your boss like that, you big meanie.
I didn't know your finances were such that you can pay off your loan already.
I'll worry about the loan. Just let him go.
Julius, you are no longer fit to serve as Luger's replacement.
Get it through your thick skull already. You don't have the luxury to say no.
I'm really hungry. Let's go to Luger's already. You should come too.
We still don't know why he did what he did. Only that he did it. Please, I'm asking you to change your mind, Luger. Well, that's a bit of a relief, I must say. I suppose I should be thankful. I'll let you know when the next fractured dimension has been found. There's too many we can't handle. Oh, there was only one at the time, so, it seems like we're handling them. I don't know what y'all talking about. Where are we going? Head back home. Okay. Oh. It doesn't let me fast travel anywhere else, so if I go straight to this elevator... Fun. I keep forgetting I can run. Why would they lock out the fast travel? I can clearly... Oh, ah. Yeah, why would they lock the fast travel? It's so weird. Okay, what do I need to get here for the fishies? Holy ash, I already got one of those. Oh, I can't do anything about it anyway. Flame. Can I turn in even if I have it? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay.
address me as Agent N. I shall
Ah.
accept your repayment on behalf of the one known as Nova. Funny how you have to spend time to save money.
You've received a bonus from your hard work. Okay. Do I have all my characters yet? No. So I don't want to start gallivanting on the quests just yet. We got packages. Kitty Crisps. A tome that grants Alvin access to minimum damage. That's not helpful. Lightweight outfit for Luger. Impenetrable guard. Impenetrable. Oh, I can't look at him yet, huh? I can, however, look at his outfit. No. No. Pajamas? No. His default still best. I like the holsters.
Are you sure you're okay with having company right now?
I'll take the special.
You don't know
The
what
special?
it is yet.
If it's the special, it's special.
Fair point.
You're in a good mood, huh, El?
Of course! Now we know how to get to the land of Canaan.
By destroying other worlds?
It is what it is. Sorry.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Hey,
So what? You agree with her?
well,
Oh, Mom, okay. Is it spicy?
I made it Ellie style, not spicy style.
Who taught you how to make it L style, smarty pants? Anyway, let's dig in. This is L style.
Even to cook you depend on Spyrex.
Mila, about what you said before. The land of Canaan is where the Great Spirit Origin is, right? And he purifies our souls and subjects them to reincarnation?
Like I said, that's just what my sister told me.
It has been nearly 2 millennia, but time grows short. Origin cannot continue purifying souls much longer.
When the Spyrite Vault went haywire, it said something about soul contamination.
Error, error, soul contamination spreading.
Spyrite?
Jude here is a Spyrite genius.
If I can perfect Spyrite technology, we won't need Spyrex anymore.
A world without Spyrex.
Maybe our trouble with Spyrites is linked to the soul purification process. Even if it's not, if Canaan is so important that it will change the course of history, then it's somewhere I have to go. Mila!
You're coming with us, right? You and me and Jude and everybody.
I'll tag along for a while. Long enough to confirm my world's fate, and not a moment more.
I don't blame her. You kind of destroyed her world. Would you want to hang around those people?
I guess they didn't like the special.
Like, just their faces would probably make me angry. Where are we going? Probably to the swing set? Hold it.
Hey, a little help? What's the holdup? Don't forget, you need me. You know, the key thingy? That special power of yours is neat and all, but it needs me around, doesn't it? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's worthless without me, right?
So?
Well, the way I see it, that makes us partners. So, maybe you could come with me to Canaan.
Oof. Of course I will.
You're giving it back? Oh, I get it. It doesn't matter which one of us carries it, because we're a team now.
Except that probably makes her a big-ass target.
Give me your pinky, okay? It's important. Daddy told me a promise isn't really a promise unless you pinky swear on it. You gotta promise me we're going to the land of Canaan together.
Okay.
You better.
Chapter 7 completed. The Dimension Destroyer.
Luger, good news! You're free to travel to Sapstrap's Sea Haven.
Nice. Yes.
The payments keep rolling in, and everyone admires a man who pays his debts.
Oh, right! That's one step closer to Canaan.
Whoa, Al seems unusually fired up.
There's nothing unusual about it. Maybe you've grown so old, so you've forgotten what it's like to be excited.
Dang.
Maybe you're right. I need to rediscover my passion. Ahem. Congratulations! You're cleared for Sapstrap's Sea Haven! Woo!
Just seems exhausting.
Go get her!
I'm old too.
Do it! Roar!
Okay, that's just weird.
I like Nova. She's so far my favorite character in the newer characters in this particular
When
game.
things get tough, you know I'll be there to help. After all, it's one of my duties as your partner. You know, Mila, you have really big knockers.
What? Where did you learn that? I swear, kids are such a hassle.
I'll tell you a secret about me. I'm actually a pro pinkist.
I never completed that quest.
Actually means is still classified. Oh man, writing for the paper has made me realize
Ow.
how truly horrible my penmanship is. When I turned in my last article, I could see pity in my editor's eyes. I gotta
Dang.
really practice now. Sweet! Could I be in better shape?
A lot of dialogue.
A world with no schism.
Oh yeah, I guess her world isn't put back together.
And when humans use Spyrex, spirits don't die.
That's because Mila left us a whole bunch of mana.
Of course, we still have plenty of problems.
But it's a whole lot better than being at war.
Are you sure about that?
What?
What guarantee do you have that this world will be better off than it was with the schism?
Well,
I'm surprised to hear that coming from Maxwell.
shouldn't be. At least not from someone who never even considered this as a possibility.
Mila, there are no guarantees in this world or in any other world. That just means we have to work all the harder to ensure that things work out the way we hope.
Do what must be done?
That's what I've been taught.
Well, isn't this world's Lord Maxwell just an inspiration to everyone?
La 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 la. I'm going to Canaan. I'm going to Canaan.
Don't go around singing that.
Well, aren't we in a good mood for no reason?
Bzz, wrong. I have plenty of reasons.
So what are they then?
Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis. Isn't that right, Luger?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Sorry, that's on a need-to-know basis.
Suit yourselves. As if I really care anyway. Talk about an annoying duo.
She figured out we're a duo.
Is that your little secret?
No, and strictly speaking, we're partners.
Well, now I know that secret too, don't I?
Hey, you tricked me, you meanie. This is why you can't get a partner.
Ooh.
Who asked you? I'd rather be alone anyway.
I'll take a cat as a partner. Take the cat's pity. Except the cuddles.
What are you laughing about? Ow! You two really are annoying. Tipo sure is made of strange material.
What are you doing?
It's soft to the touch, but what exactly is it?
Don't look at that part! Hey, cut that out! Tipo has certain secrets he wants to protect.
What kind of secrets?
You know, various kinds.
It wouldn't kill you to tell me some of them, you know.
Listen, Mila, Tipo is shy about his body.
The contents of half my body are highly classified. If it were to get out, we'd all be doomed.
You don't really understand him yourself, do you?
That's not true.
If you're so nosy, then why don't you tell us all what you're made of?
Me? I'm made of kindness and rainbows. Oh, come on. Nothing? Not even a smile? Now this is just embarrassing. Thanks for nothing.
No one believed you. Old Mount Alvin.
This trip has been totally devoid of any romance.
Oh, Lady Elise has reached an age where she suddenly cares about such things.
Shut up, Alvin. You don't need to join in.
Go easy on him. Alvin has reached an age where he's suddenly desperate to fit in with us younger types.
Oof.
It's only natural when you get older. Yeah, totally.
Maybe they're right.
What? I'm still young and spry. Luger, say something to the insolent womenfolk.
Don't say that. I'll start digging your grave. You're middle-aged, Alvin. Just accept it. Let's bully Alvin.
In 10 years, I'm gonna remind you about this day. And we'll see just how clever you think it is then. Ah, Rollo. Only you and I understand the pain of male adulthood.
Ah, dang it. Oh, that's backwards. Oh, no, wait, that was my bedroom, wasn't it? Spent all that time talking to people in my bedroom. Let's see, that was a lot of dialogue. I want to redo it. The wrong one. Going down. Okay, do I have all my characters now? Mila has joined your party once again. Her Extractor has been unequipped since last time, so be sure to equip one for her. Mila? About to ask what? The extractor? Yes, let's shoot on Mila. You have various ones, and then there's two elements that well, so far there are two. They can also be just one. And you get the points to progress outward from them. So I don't know, yeah, that's the thingy. And depending on which one you progress in is what skills and abilities you get. It's honestly much more of a chore than I would like. And because you can't see very far ahead of where you're trying to progress to, it's kind of meh. Need new equipment? Nope. Huh. Oh, Kitty has returned.
Nice one. Good luck.
Okay, let's go do some of these quests. Oh, there's a lot more now. Holy shoot. Kitty sightings in Zoc Flood Meadow. I can't get to that one. Charlton. Oh boy, that unlocked a whole lot. Jeez, a lot. I'll be at that for a little while. Okay, I need to send him to Sea Haven. I can't do that yet. Really? It got rid of all the previous quests. I should have done them. Ah, that's crazy. That's no good. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I can't do any of those. That's pretty crazy. Need to go to the railroad. So despite...
I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. I'm fine. You worry way too much.
Okay. Then how do I get there? Make a payment and you're dead.
Hello. Oh.
But they have already given me permission to go there. How do I get there? Oh, okay, I see. Gotta take a boat. Okay. Oh, that's why I could never find him in town. He's over here. Sure. I'll do Rowan's storyline. Rowan, Chapter 1.
Luger, do you know why Marksburg was built?
I know it's a new city, one built in the last year. Connect the two nations.
Correct. Although it was meant to do more than just physically link the two nations. This city serves as a figurative bridge as well. linking cultures and ideologies. You could say that Marksburg is the beginning of a new era of international relations.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just some recent history.
Can I join in? I don't want to mess up the next pop quiz.
Of course you can, Elise. You're my star pupil, after all.
This takes me back to when I was a student.
All the way back to when, precisely? A few weeks ago?
Rowan is always quizzing us to make sure we don't fall behind in school. What's our next quiz question, Mr. Ilbert?
I bet it's about recent Olympia's history.
Fine, then. Here's your question. Who uttered the famous quote that begins with, "May joys from afar beget joys close to the hearth"? It's a saying that has made a deep impression on me.
DODA here. We've detected a new fractured dimension. The rift is in Marksburg. Please check the coordinates.
More work, perhaps?
Can you handle this yourself?
The relationship between the nations would be the least of our concerns if we ignored the fractured dimensions.
I couldn't study anymore either.
Very well then. Luger, we will be accompanying you.
We'll show him what Riza Maxians are made of. Hey, how'd you like it if I tugged your head?
It doesn't hurt. You're just her talking dummy.
I am not a dummy, dummy.
Makes me wonder if I could have done this one sooner. Where are we going now? Wrong button. Going to Ventry, Marksburg. Okay. Jude. Well. Okay, I can. Can I bring Alvin? Come on, Alvin.
The first order of business is tracking down the divergence catalyst.
Let's go.
Alrighty, where did that be?
You're a shoo-in to win the election, Chancellor Marcia.
You got our votes. Thank you.
Hey, I recognize her.
Chancellor Marcia of Olympias.
Hey, it's not every day you get to see a chancellor.
She seems to be a politician in this dimension as well.
It's an honor to meet you, Chancellor. Please, I insist you accept these Olympian treats.
I am most grateful for the sentiment, but I'm afraid I can't.
Oh, I insist, Chancellor. Nothing like some good food to keep your mind sharp. Let's show those Riza Maxians what we're made of.
Hear, hear! It's time to let them know who's really on top!
Oh? Old-fashioned mob ignorance.
I hate this kind of stuff. Why can't we all just get along?
Things aren't that simple, especially when you're dealing with entire nations of people. I wonder how she'll handle this.
In that case, you would honor me by enjoying such fine produce with your own family.
Are you sure?
Thank you for your support, but it is not just Olympias that must prosper. I seek widespread joy for all.
Joys begat from misfortunes afar bring the brittlest of blessings. Widespread joy is a greater joy for all. May joys from afar beget joys close to the hearth, and carry those joys far afield. For the act of spreading joy is the greatest joy of all.
What? Oh, it just came to me who said that. It was Bradbury, the famous Olympian philosopher. I'm right?
Correct. Very well done, Elise.
You don't find Bradbury to be too much of a bleeding heart?
Oh, very much so. But maintaining compassion in a harsh world may be the ultimate test of fortitude. Incidentally, the science of happiness is my favorite of Bradbury's works.
Ah, yes. The source of that quote. What's that, Sonny? How'd your fill of philosophical debate today?
Just pick it up and pet it.
What a cute kitty.
He's my dearest friend. Come, Sonny. Let's go home.
It was an honor to speak with you.
No! No! Do not stab the cat with the spear.
Luger, did you see that?
No!
Apparently, Chancellor Marcia's dearest friend is the divergence catalyst in this dimension.
After that kitty!
They may be bound for a train. Let's follow them to the station.
No.
You are quite an ace with those backflips. But aren't those hard on your back? Here, allow me to apply a little cold compress to head off any swelling.
We're trying to. Oh, we got a ticket. Ride the train. Last time we had any dialogue on the train, that turned out so fabulously. Maybe this time this one doesn't explode. Oh, this looks familiar too.
Rowan, your conversation was really interesting back there.
The science of joy is my favorite of Bradbury's works.
That's only the merest hint of how many levels a geezer like me operates on.
I've come to expect no less from you. So what exactly did you mean by it?
Nor should you, my dear Luger. But still, you mustn't praise me so. It makes my beard itch.
You're amazing, Rowan. How can you be so wise and so handsome?
And what a stylish dresser, but with an air of mystery.
Oh, please, come now. That's quite enough.
You're so witty.
That's just one more thing we love about you.
Does it make you proud of yourselves to pick on a defenseless old man?
Nice one. Bye-bye.
Anything hiding in these? No, I got. Wait. You look familiar. Imperius is the place to be. Sorry, guys. I'm siding with them. I'll make a better profit that way. So what? In 2 dimensions or on like a trade war?
And after he heard my paraphrasing, he followed up with the exact Bradbury quote.
Huh. How perceptive of him.
It stopped me dead in my tracks. His eyes were so wise, yet I couldn't help but notice he had an air of loneliness about him too.
Why, Marcia, I don't recall you ever gushing this much about another human. I always knew I could never be enough for you.
Oh, rubbish. Don't talk like that. I can't rely on others. People are so selfish. That's why I'm so glad I have you.
Nevertheless.
Anyhow, I have to go. Your outline is just perfect for my next speech. As always, I can't thank you enough for your counsel.
Thank you, and good luck.
The car seems to be empty.
It's Chancellor Marcia's cat.
So this is the divergence catalyst.
That one. I don't know if I can kill a defenseless cat.
The thought troubles me as well, and I'm not even a cat person. Nevertheless...
You people lost or something?
What? No way!
You've been eavesdropping on us, haven't you?
How is this possible?
Wait just a minute! How come you can talk?
An ironic question coming from a toy, don't you think? You, of all things, should know the answer.
Huh? Be careful, everyone.
Ah, now I see. So you've come to kill me. I'm afraid that's not going to happen.
What just...
Okay, strategy. Rowan, Spirit Arts, right? Yes. Okay. He is weak against light. Oh. Ow. Gotta zoom me all over the kitty. Okay, which direction are you? Wait, what? None of them? Oh, I was paired with the wrong person. Okay, Bubble Fire, Rolling Thunder. Probably any of them. Ow. Gotta get as far in the story as I can today. Before I hit another roadblock, I have to grind. He really likes to hit on Rowan. Rowan, let's change your strategy. You are out of, you're out of MP. Ah! I thought it was far enough away. Dang it! Oh, they actually gave him dialogue like that too. Okay.
Do it, but I still feel sad.
For the act of spreading joy is the greatest joy of all, and may all your sorrows be my sorrows. Elise, truly, you are kind of heart.
We got catnip.
I see. Yes. So you must be the human gentleman that Marcia spoke of. Please, I ask of you, when I'm gone, promise that you'll be there for her. Please do this for me.
Didn't even say yes, just stabbed him.
Hey, what did that cat mean when he said Elise should know how he could talk?
Perhaps the cat experienced some sort of enhanced cognitive capacity. This sort of thing can happen during booster experiments on animals, for example.
For real? A booster could do that? Maybe Rolo can talk. Meow.
I'm more concerned about something else he said. I have met the woman several times over the last year, and I did sense a certain loneliness about her.
Oh no, Rowan's about to put the moves on her.
It is quite possible that the Marcia of our dimension is in a similar situation.
True. The Prime Dimension and Fractured Dimensions are usually kinda similar.
If the Prime Marcia feels the same as her fracture counterpart, then her dream for the future seems quite similar to ours.
That would be great news!
Yeah.
Perhaps this knowledge will grant us the opportunity to open a dialogue with her.
Yep. If we can just make that first connection, I'm sure the rest will go smoothly. You sure are dedicated, Rowan.
You flatter me. I'm just doing what anyone else would do. After all, the future of millions hangs in the balance. Until Marksburg can fulfill every facet of its purpose as a bridge between the two realms, this old fogey will still have work to do.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, we get a new costume for Rowan. Let's see. Int. They just change colors. Oh, I kind of like that better. Hat style? It doesn't even have a hat. Can't rotate it either, so you can't really tell what it actually looks like. Huh. Nah.
This is the Department of Liability Affairs. We've detected an outstanding debt on your account. I've sent an invoice. Please take care of it. Ha! What do you think? Did I sound like Vera? Dead-on impersonation, right?
Can I? Ah, I can. Thank you. Oh yeah, I guess I can. I was trying the joysticks and it wasn't working. Or the camera joystick. Okay, so you have smooth ponytail or braided. Let's go with braided. That is generally a neater look, and he is a very well-dressed gentleman. Oh, Alden's in here. Hi. Oh wow. Elise must be part of Cheshire Cat or something, because she can't seem to stop smiling. Something good happen? You know what? Before I get stuck with him on my team. Oh, Kitty has returned.
Let's keep it up.
Where's that other one?
Bye-bye.
Welcome back, Fluffy. Hi. How did your laundry go? Hope everything dried up well. There we go. Ah, yes. Ooh, the other side. Assumedly. And I think we're getting on this boat. Oh, you know what? I should probably save. Did a whole side quest. It gets me stuck with a bunch of characters and I get stuck. I don't want to have to redo it. This game seems to be pretty, doing that quite often. Nope, that's not the way. This way. Actually, before I do that, I should probably, see if there are any more... See if there's any more side quests anywhere. I don't really know how the map works for that type of stuff, so I'll just pop in. Check the inn. Because I think there are side quests, I can only do certain chapters in certain places. Or I should say time frames. See, and the other ones were, let's see, we already ran into Alvin and, Rowan. Elise was by the shops. So now I just need to find, she's right there. She doesn't want anything. Still need to find Mila. And,
Water!
What's his name? Jude. Water? Okay. Need some water. Or by water, tea. Arizona tea. I love this stuff. I guess I haven't checked the port here. Let's go to the port. It seems like something Mila would enjoy. In the first game, she said she enjoyed staring out over the water. Wait, Rowan's over here too, huh? Fortunately, I gotta wait for the characters to load in. No? Okay. Not in here. Where are they hiding? Only other place I have left to look is the ends. Oh, wait, that's not. That's to the... this way. Oh, there's Jude. Jude doesn't want anything. We're not even... oh, and there's Mila. That's everybody. So no more side quests. I don't remember. Was there anything turned in yet? No. Okay, to the story then. I don't remember I saved after that side quest. I think that's originally what I went out to do, and then I was like, oh, I should check the other guys too. Okay, Marksburg. That. Da-ba-ba-da. What time is it? 6 o'clock? I'll go for a little while longer. Alrighty, where can we go to? Sea Strap or Alahala. Have I gone to Alahala yet? Hello, Alaha. I don't know how to pronounce it either. My dyslexia is strong. Is there any new items here? No. Okay. Oh, this one has segregated weapon stalls and stuff. I think. Okay. Ah, that's not the map I would need. A trail? Oh. I wonder how strong these guys are. A wolf. He is weak against guns, water, bright earth. By the way, I want Jude on my side. Not that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Still hasn't given me a quest either. Just says pay your debt. 100,000. Ah. So much. Look at those kitties. I guess for now I can just like unlock the area so I can quick travel. For when I get them, I don't have to do all the other stuff. And some of these chests will contain thousands of monies. Oh, you wanna choose silence? These guys are weaker than the other guys I was just at. Makes me wonder if this was the path I was supposed to take, and that's why that area was so difficult for me. So long. FBI, open up! Hello, Dino. Hi. Welcome, Raiders. With 9 friendos. Nice. One moment. Let me give you a shout out. Oh, well, I suppose we better wait for the pre-roll ads to finish up before we do introductions. See, 27,000 gold. Hi, Dino. Hi. Okay, what game were you playing? Were you playing on that balloon defense game? Dino Slinky?
Also, there's not anime based off this one, so as long as you just avoid talks online, you probably won't get any. You'll probably just people saying, "I swear I'm keeping my mouth shut. It was a great game." And then it sounds like.
Let's see, you are playing Dead by Daylight. Oh. Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Hi. Oh, yeah, I've done that too. But, I don't have a camera all the time. Sometimes I do camera streams, but not very often. It's like I shave once for work, and then at the end of my work week, I don't want to shave again until the end of my weekend. So it looks scruffy. I have not played, no. I know of it. I've seen plenty of people play it, though. And thank you so much for the follow, Zinorana? Zivorana. Well, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I think I tried, though. Oh, yeah, I don't do it very often. So much that my camera isn't even connected to my computer at the moment. It's like, why would I want to do that when I can just sit at my desk in shorts and be comfortable?
Returning to Hamil takes me back to when we first met you, Jude.
The parrot is adorable? Yes, the parrot is adorable. You mean me or the one in the packing beans whenever someone follows it dances around on the screen? Both are cute, I guess.
What happened?
It was right here where we became friends. What was your first friend like, Elle?
Was it a boy or a girl?
Huh? It was a boy cat. He looked a little like Rolo. We were always together. It was so much fun.
I know what you mean. It's never boring with Tipo around.
I'm the best.
That's different. Tipo's a toy.
I am not a toy. I'm a premium quality plush companion.
That's just a fancy way of saying toy.
So mean. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoy the movie. What movie are you gonna watch? And thank you for the lyric.
I am not a toy!
Look at them go.
Just brings them closer together.
Like siblings. Ah, yes. Tail game are amazing. I love them so much.
Aw, too bad. Bye-bye.
You got any new items here? Nothing there. Food vendor? Oh, I guess I never really bothered to go into a food vendor before, huh? Oh! Oh, she has a side quest here. Huh. So I guess each town will have different ones. I just thought all the side quests were, like, in the main town. I guess I was wrong. I could recommend a movie. I just watched it last night. It's a pretty goofy little movie. What's the name of it? Something with an M. It was... Hold on. I watched it last night with a friend. What was it called? Pneumonia or something? I'll just copy. Paste it here. It's about a knight and there's his shape-shifting, slightly evil companion, sidekick. It's a good movie. Oh, I also just noticed I got a message from my brother on Discord. What did he say? Oh. Oh. That was 15 minutes ago. Shh. Okay, I guess we can switch to Gunfire Reborn. My brother has invited me to play with him and his friend. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's always nice to have family. First let's check the shop. I might forget about it otherwise. Nope. No new weapons. Okay, where's the save point? We're gonna be going around right there. And then when we start the game next, I will see the side quest right there. There. Okay.